Hi, I didn't see you come in. My name is Ashton, and welcome to Good to Know with You Aligned. In this video, we are going to explore yoga poses that you can do directly at your desk. These poses are great for relieving tension and stiffness that you may have from sitting at your desk in your hips, back, shoulders, and neck. These are some of my favorite poses to practice while I'm working. When you're ready, let's check them out. Okay, the first pose we're going to do is chair pose, which sounds interesting, but we're not going to be seated in our chairs. What's good about this is you can do this pretty sneakily, so if you're at an office setting, no one's going to notice you're doing this. So how you're going to get into this pose is just scoot towards the edge of your seat. Your feet are going to be hip-width distance apart. Bring your hands to your hips, and then as you're ready, you're going to lift your seat right off of your seat, so you're hovering just above the chair. And what we're doing here is we're strengthening through the lower body. You're also going to be lifting through your heart and your chest. You want to feel the natural C curve in your lower back for 3, 2, 1, and let it go. So that's a nice way to strengthen while you're working, because often what happens is we're just sitting here all day inactive, right? The next pose that we're going to try right from our chair is a nice forward fold. So when we're upright all day, this is going to feel really yummy. Again, from the edge of your seat, your knees are going to be a little wider than hip distance apart, and we're just going to gently fold forward. You've got options with your hands. I like to rest them down on either side of my feet. You can also keep them on your hips if you prefer. Let your head and neck hang heavy here, releasing some tension in your neck, your shoulders. And if you would like to add a shoulder stretch here, then your torso will remain the same. We're just going to interlace our fingers behind the back and then reach your arms gently up overhead. And you can increase the shoulder stretch by pressing your palms towards each other. Wherever you are, take a breath, keep your head hanging heavy. Maybe shake your head yes and shake your head no. And then if you do have the grip of your hands behind your back, release them. And we're just going to roll up nice and slow, one vertebra at a time. And at the top, you can gently roll out your shoulders. Nice job. Okay, now from here, we're going to take a seated spinal twist. This is another way to energize your spine and bring fresh circulation to your spinal column. So we'll take a gentle version first. You can sit in your chair, feet firmly planted and touching, and then the right hand will go to your left knee, and your left hand will find the back of your chair or the side of your chair if that's better for you. Notice how I'm twisting from my heart. So focusing on twisting through the mid-spine here. And inhale your way back through center, traveling directly into side 2. Left hand to the outside of your right knee, right hand to the back of your chair or side of your chair if that's better. Inhale to lengthen your spine, exhaling to twist. Good. And come on back to center. Now, if you wanted a slightly deeper version of this twist, this might be done better without shoes if you can slip them off, because what we're going to do is we're actually going to plant the heel of your left foot onto the edge of your chair. And then your right hand is simply going to hug your knee as the left hand grasps the back of your chair. And this variation gives you a little more traction for the twist. Good. Inhale, come on back to center, switch sides. Left foot plants. Right heel finds the bottom of your chair, and same thing. Give your right knee a hug with the left hand, right hand to the back of your chair, and twisting from heart center. Beautiful. Inhale will unwind your spine. Great job. Okay, the next chair pose we're going to do is going to use the chair in a different way. So let's stand up. And you are going to find the back of your chair. So I'm going to do this right here. Now, you're going to send your feet back. This is going to be a supported halfway lift, and you want to be able to send your glutes towards the back of the room, and the hands are going to rest on the back of your chair, so you're getting a nice lengthening through your spine. Take a breath here. You might also feel a nice stretch through the back of your legs, which, if it feels too intense, you can bring a micro bend into your knees. Take a breath in and out. And change. Come on up to standing. And now we're going to use a different part of the chair for our next pose, which is a standing plank, which might sound interesting, but here's how it works. The heels of your hands are going to find the edge of the seat of your chair. And you're going to step your feet back enough where your heels are slightly lifted. You're going to drop your hips slightly, keep your heart lifted towards the back of the chair, and now you're going to feel basically an upright planking pose. Your heels are probably lifted off the ground, but they're pressing towards the ground, so you're getting a nice stretch through the calves and the back of your legs. But as my heart remains lifted and my spine is nice and long, you might also feel a gentle engagement through the core, and it's really good for us to be turning our core on when we're sitting at the desk all day long. A strong core equates to a strong and fortified low back. Nice job. To come out of it, you can simply step your feet forward and rise back up to standing. Nice job. Okay, just a few more poses. We're going to sit back in our chair for this now. So the next one that we're going to do is a nice upper body stretch, particularly for our chest and shoulders. So the first variation is a gentle one, and I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see me. I'm going to bring my arms behind my back and clasp opposite forearms or elbows. What I like about this gentle variation is it allows us to focus on rolling our shoulders back and down and gently squeezing our shoulder blades together. Now, if this is enough for you and you're thinking, I'm getting a pretty good stretch here, then you can stay here and enjoy. If you would like to try full Gomukhasana or cow face arms, then what we're going to do is we're going to bend our back right elbow up so our right hand is facing the sky. Left arm lifts, left fingertips reaching up first, and then bend your left elbow. And now I'll just turn so you can see me from the back. Perhaps your fingers can meet and clasp. Otherwise, you can grab onto a shirt, or if you have a pen, something to help pull your spine nice and tall for 3, 2, 1, and change. So you can switch sides by bringing arms out to a T, and then right arm lifts, left arm goes behind your back, and then bend your left elbow up, bend your right elbow down, and see what kind of grip you can get on side 2. Lift your heart and breathe in and out and release. Beautiful work. Shake your hands out. I'm going to turn to face you once more. Great job. Okay, the next one is going to feel really great. So what we're going to do is plant the left foot. Now you're going to lift your right knee and I want you to flex your toes. Good. So once your foot is nice and flexed, this will protect your delicate knee joint. We're going to rest the right ankle on top of your left thigh. A seated figure 4. So nice. So for many of us, this is enough, and you can simply rest right palm on your right knee, left hand to hip. If you would like to take this a little deeper and it feels okay, then your right foot stays flexed and you're going to very gently press down on your inner right knee, wherever you are. Heart is lifted and breathe. And switch sides. Very nice. Right foot plants, left knee lifts, left foot is flexed, left ankle rests on the top of your right thigh. Left palm rests on your left knee and right hand to your hip. Good. Staying right here, heart lifted, nice and proud, or you have the option to gently press down on your left knee. Breathe in and out and change. Good. Final thing here, we're going to multitask. We're sitting at the desk, so it's only right. What we're going to do is bring our thumbs inside of our fists and start drawing some circles with our wrists. And then as you do that, we're going to gently drop our right ear towards our right shoulder. Take a breath. And change. So first, reverse the direction of your wrist circles. As you gently find side 2 of your neck stretch, dropping your left ear towards your left shoulder, relaxing your left shoulder down. Breathe in and out. Good. And then shake your hands out. Relax your hands to your thighs, and we'll end by taking a little half circle neck stretch, side to side. And this is something that you can do anytime throughout the day if your neck starts bothering you. Good. And come all the way up. There you have it. Some wonderful yoga poses that you can do anytime at your desk when you need to relieve some tension that was caused from sitting at your desk all day. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that this was good to know.